Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down for this offense. On the run, it's Haynes. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the crowd bringing the energy, trying to help this defense get off the field on 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Milroe. He looks that one in nicely. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
When they found that 6 points waiting on him. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Green. Caught. Crosses the 30, he's got away. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the...
He lets one fly deep. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They go to the ground. On the move at the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give is to Miller. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40.
High take.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. Fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He'll try to do it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Out of the gun to give to the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back up?
Got some.
Hitting that like thumbs up.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field.
Touchdown. The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Trying to make magic. Ball is free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free. Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Royals, Bolts, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Powell. Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the ground, it's Parrish. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. To the air, it's Dart. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud to make it real difficult on our opponent.
Makes the catch past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And that was a play where maybe the big target was open quicker or sooner than the quarterback had anticipated, but it's still no excuse to throw the ball off your back leg. You got to chop up your steps, you got to get a good base, and you got to step into the throw.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Fires to the wideout. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
First down here for the offense. With jet sweep pass. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Finds his man down the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
Touchdown, Alabama. Number 26 with the carry.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. Coming out with it, it's Davis. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Cleese-Corn. Made a defender miss. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Dart. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking for an open man on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Across the 25, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Henderson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Makes his connection. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And he's got it! Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama.
The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line.
First and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Direct snap. Got the first down and more. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's Milrow. Extending the play. Now he'll throw back into the middle. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Bust through behind his pad. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Buys a little time. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Ole Miss 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Scanning the field, it's Dart. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They want to throw it. Let's it fly. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Alabama, number 2, with the defensive score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Alabama, 21, Ole Miss, 0.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. He's got it. Still on his feet at the 45. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw it again. Lofts one high and deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. The 40. The 20. Touchdown Tide. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he added the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because
he's loose down the left side. The 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going and can build throughout the season.
How in the world did he miss that? That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball. Hit the afterburners, kid. The tag. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good.
35, Ole Miss 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And
it's picked off for the 4th time today. In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to pass. It's Shuck. Pressure coming. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the left.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Louisville.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Shuck. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. That's caught. It's Brown. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Getting set for 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Williams.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
1st down to start the drive after the break. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And just understanding where you're out of the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Skips away from pressure. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They want to just keep throwing it. Finds the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Off the RPO. Throw to the right, looking for the first. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Quarterback floating away from pressure. With the catch, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He makes the connection. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Avoids pressure. Still on his feet. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Shuck. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Alabama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 7, 0.
The Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the Alabama offense will take over. First and 10.
The Tide offense offense rolls onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. At the 45, on his way. He's loose. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
That's caught. It's Haynes.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Miller with the ball. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield. The running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The offense set for a 1st down play. On the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 7, Louisville, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Milroe. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance for half. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And
what a grab along the right sideline for the huge play.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Wants to throw. It's Shuck. Pocket starts to collapse. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave this.
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone.